The documentary that you are watching is the result of my passion towards filmmaking and Toastmastering. During DTech 2013, an idea struck me. How about making a documentary film on communication and leadership skills by interviewing some of the renowned Toastmasters and release it on social media and Toastmasters network? When I discussed this idea with my Toastmaster friends, they encouraged me and provided full support, and here is the outcome. I would request you all to share this video so that others also can gain from these learnings. At this moment, I would like to thank all my Toastmaster friends who helped me to create this documentary and pursue my passion. Be an effective communicator and a powerful leader. Happy Toastmastering.
We are now inside Al Bustan Palace in Muscat to attend the DTAC. Through this journey, we're going to meet some world-class leaders, how Toastmastering has effectively helped them to communicate better and become better leaders. Come, let's carry on.
It is not only communication which is developed in individuals, but it also leadership. And if we do communication and leadership together, it is actually a formula for us to become better individuals, more effective individuals, and be able to gain the confidence to take on whatever dreams we want to achieve. So my advice to the new generation and the generations who want to develop themselves and become better people is to join Toastmasters, because there's very little that could be lost and a lot that could be gained.
Toastmasters is a non-profit organization based in California. I actually visited the Toastmasters International Headquarters. It was amazing and awesome. And we are talking about 300,000 members all over the world in 144 countries, and there are still more countries that are joining the Toastmasters movement.
My message to anyone who's thinking of joining Toastmasters is very simple. Just do it and don't delay. Because I do not personally think that there is any other program in the world which can give you so much of return on investment for the time and money that you put into the program. For the benefits it presents, I think the Toastmasters program in terms of cost effectiveness and beneficiary ability is one of the finest programs, and it has stood the testimony of time of more than 90 years now. If you ask me how long am I going to continue in Toastmasters, it's definitely for life, because for me it's now become more of a journey of excellence rather than just being a member and doing my projects and assignments. I think its tagline is where leaders are made, but I would slightly want to change it and say it's a place where lives are made.
I would just go by the tagline, Toastmasters where leaders are made, because it has actually made me what I am right now. Although we have two tracks, that is the communication and the leadership track, what has always been close to my heart is the leadership track. The message that I would give aspiring Toastmasters is come, join and jump into the pool and have fun, because the more you spend the time in that water is when you really learn or develop the skills.
Toastmasters allows me to get straight to the point. As an example, as we do when we join Toastmasters, we have an icebreaker. The icebreaker is between 4 and 5 minutes. That's how it should be. My icebreaker was 11 minutes and 15 seconds because I talked about everything. But in Toastmasters, it has you ask one question. What is it that I want to say, and what's the most concise way to say it? That's the biggest thing.
When I was a young boy, my world had only 2 seasons, school season and summer season. Boy, I love summer season the best.
Yeah, the idea is born from my childhood memories. Most of these are my childhood memories, something I wanted to talk about or something I can relate to most of the time. So I build on it. I really work on them, improve on the script from the club to the area. Every day I keep changing the script. That's how I work on it. And I look for the words which really make an impact. I run through the words and make sure the pronunciation and the enunciation is got right with the audience. It doesn't change any meaning of it. I work on the words. And I keep a book, a journal. Whenever I listen to a good word, I write it down.
But one of the most important things a person needs to know in life is how to communicate effectively. Now, the way I see it, there are two parts to it. That is how to communicate and what to communicate. Now, how to communicate effectively? For that, the person who's communicating, himself or herself, need to find that inner balance. This is very much required. Now, how to get that inner balance? That is something which is possible only when he gets or she gets all the faculties correct.
Fellow Toastmasters, please close your eyes for a few seconds, everyone. And it will help us in our personal lives, in our jobs. It's funny to see when you, for example, when you're in work and they say, who can present these slides? If you jump up and you do it, you know, people notice you, your boss will notice you.
Moving from the basic icebreaker to structuring my speech has helped me then as a student and now as a project manager in dealing with communicating in different tasks. I mean, I'm talking about handling meetings, managing people, managing timelines. Today, I'm here now at DTAC, contesting at table topics. This is something I never would have imagined, ever at all. You know, the quality of people and the quality of relationships I have come across in Toastmasters has been mind-blowing.
If you look at me, I am not from the background of English. I am from the background of local of Kannada medium. But today I can speak fluent English only because of my leadership roles that I have taken.
Toastmaster helped me a lot in becoming the leader who I wish to be. When I started my journey with the Toastmaster back in 2005, I was just a person who's looking to improve his communication skills. Now, I'm a paid speaker all around the world who deliver workshops in 5 fields that are within my interests. And that's thank you to the Toastmaster who became the platforms who I learned who I wish to be the person who I like.
I think a lot of people, when they hear the word leader, they think I can never be a leader because they feel that leadership means being president of a country, being a CEO, being principal of a school, or whatever they do. But anybody can be a leader, and there are a lot of capacities for leadership.
Every corner I walk in Manama, for example, somebody greets me good morning or good afternoon, irrespective of the color. So I found so many friends because of this. And I thought I improved a lot in my dealing also. In fact, most of the times.
Whenever you go to a country and you find that you have a little bit of time, go there, find the Toastmasters Club and share your experience. I'm sure when you go there, not only will you learn a lot of stuff, the people who are listening to you will thank you for giving them your rich experience, for ensuring that they are the best in the world, and you keep appreciating, you keep encouraging. For me, Toastmasters is a family where I enjoy learning, having fun, and eventually getting together.
Taking an example of a small kid, even a newborn baby is not heard unless the baby cries out for something. So what does that indicate? It basically indicates that unless you ask, unless you communicate, the world doesn't give you what you want.
I love to compete. Every time I compete, not just for winning, because of the learning. Every time you really attend one of those conferences. One, you meet a lot of people from all parts of the world. It's a great learning experience. And once you compete, and as some of the world champions said, it's stake time, and you stand on that stage, you really learn more.
To me, applause is the thing which gives me energy and confidence to perform next time at a higher level. I perform and I get an applause. And then I take on higher challenges, not because I would like to have it, but because I love it. To put into perspective of those of you who are listening, is that everyone has a reason to communicate to others. I have the reason that I perform, I get an applause, I get appreciated, I perform better. And I have taken many challenges in the public speaking area, not only in Toastmaster, in my professional field.
When you look at the resume, the first question that spot here was, "Oh, you are a Toastmaster." And I was shocked. I said, "Do you know Toastmasters?" She said, "Yes." And the whole interview became talking about Toastmasters. And then she said, "Congratulations." I gave her a look and said, "You're kind of kidding me. You didn't even ask me anything about the job." She said, No. Your CV talks about you as a professional, marketing profession, and you are a Toastmaster. So I knew you guys. You work harder than anyone else, and you spend extra time making sure everything is perfect."
To me, Toastmasters is pure magic. And that magic has been working on me for the last 13 years. And how does it work on you? Very easy. Attend club meetings regularly, participate actively in club activities, grab any opportunity that comes to you for speaking in front of an audience, grab any leadership opportunity that you get. And the magic just keeps working on you to bring out a better you. And this magic is something which adds a lot of value to each and every one of us. And it brings out the best in us, as well as it helps us to bring out the best in others. Let the magic work on you.
Welcome to Alnada Toastmasters Club. Normally the meeting starts at 7 sharp, and there is a person called a surgeon at arms who opens the meeting. President usually brings up a story, an inspirational story, with which also introduces the guests and the members. After the introduction, the role is given to the TMOD, the master of the ceremony, who follows a pre-decided agenda, how the meeting is going to run.
Tell me, I'll forget it. Teach me, I'll remember it. Involve me, and I will learn it. A very wise statement by a wise gentleman, narrated to you by a wise man also. That's what Alnada Toastmasters Club is all about. We don't leave any Toastmaster behind. It is a committed journey to walk together. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmasters in the form of guests, good evening.
And then, turn by turn, the speakers come on the stage. There are some prepared speeches and there are some on-the-spot speeches, which we call it as table topic speeches. There is a process called as evaluation. Evaluation is generally done and given as a feedback to the speakers who has done their project.
Toastmasters, learning through enjoyment.
Toastmasters, where communication skills are polished.
Toastmaster, the only platform to improve your leadership skills.
Be an effective communicator.
Inspired into action.
Toastmasters International, creating leaders.
Toastmasters, where leaders are made.